All right, but as we're watching one conspiracy theory after another being debunked these days, I like to go back to Charlottesville, Fine People March, 2018, I think it was, and ask you this question. Given everything you know about the world in the last few years, just what we've learned about hoaxes and how the hoaxes are actually organized. They're not just things that people believe, they're organized hoaxes. Now, what do you think of this? What are the odds that the tiki torch-carrying neo-Nazis from Charlottesville would have one rally of that type? Just once ever. Now, it is true that it's been documented that members of that march have been in other racist marches. Now, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that some number of the marchers were real racists to do racist stuff. But do you know what is it, the Patriot Front group that tries to be, they march around in with their flags and their khakis on? They all look alike? Yeah. Have you noticed that they didn't have one rally? They didn't have one. They sort of keep doing it. Have you noticed that the Klan, when they put on their funny outfits and stuff, there aren't many of them. Fortunately, it's a pretty small number of people. But did they stop doing events? I don't think they did. They kind of keep doing them. So was this the only organized, and maybe the biggest one, maybe the biggest organized group of self-confessed racists? Does it seem a little bit unusual to you that that was a one-off event when nothing is ever a one-off event? Now, some said, oh, they found out it was a bad idea. Did that ever stop anybody? Do you remember when Antifa found out it was a bad idea because some people got hurt, and then they immediately stopped and never had? No, that doesn't happen. If people get attention, they do more of it. It doesn't matter what else happened. If people get attention, they do more of it because it's an attention-getting kind of thing. So if somebody gets hurt and there's even more attention, I'm not even sure that would slow them down. So while I wouldn't reject the possibility that a lot of the members thought the heat was too much, so they just decided not to be part of it, that's possible. But by today's standards, it seems, in my opinion, almost certainly a Democrat op. Almost certainly. To me, it just looks like the Democrats were trying to take Trump out by creating a situation that showed that the country had become more racist because of Trump. So it was always used as the signal that Trump is bad for sure. So as before, it was like, oh, he says things that are, there's maybe an invisible whistle, but there's nothing visual. It's sort of a concept. It's about the way he talks. He talks in a way, but not really. If you looked at technically what he says, it's not racist, but it's making us think maybe he's racist in his mind. And they couldn't tell you what was in his mind until they made it visual. It scared the shit out of you. And then it became Biden's, his entire brand. Oh, we don't want to have more of that stuff. The veins are bulging through their necks. Right? My current assumption is that it was a Democrat operation. It may have been run through some shady group that hired real racists. Now, and again, no question they were real racists. I don't know what percentage were, but no question. We're talking about real racists, not a fake organization. It's just that the organization of it, the crispness with which they acted, the clean little tiki torches. Do you think there would never again be a tiki torch march by those same people after that? None of that makes sense. Now, I'm not going to say they're actors. I'm not going to say they're actors. I don't have any evidence of that. I just think they would not have been organized unless it had been an op. It looks staged, yeah. So that's my current opinion, even though the racists are real ones who have been in other events. That doesn't change the narrative.